Welcome back to the Freedom to Exit podcast. I'm Lani Dickinson, your host, and we are listening to episode 6 in our Smart Scale series, Scaling a Team That Doesn't Need You There. May sound like a dream, but in reality, throughout my corporate time, throughout my small business ownership, and all the turnarounds I've done, this is the key to not only your sanity, but more profit, and certainly down the road, a more sellable business. Every founder thinks they want a team, but this is what I've learned. Scaling isn't about adding people. It's about building a team that doesn't need you there. When you look at Warren Buffett and his ideas around team independence, he owns 60 plus companies through Berkshire Hathaway. But guess what? He's not in daily meetings. He doesn't micromanage. In fact, he famously invests in companies with leaders who run the business without him. Buffett doesn't buy founders. He buys systems and teams that make money without hand-holding in basically simple businesses that are easy to understand. I think he says something like, I don't buy businesses that I, don't understand. You can build that too, and we can help you. The real goal is team autonomy. You need a team that can do the work, make decisions, and then you've got to have SOPs for the most critical tasks, KPIs for every role. That's key performance indicator. Some people don't recognize that. But what is the data you're monitoring to know that this is working well? Because you need to be off-site monitoring, not in the building micromanaging. You need defined outcomes, not just job descriptions, but what does success look like for a high, middle, and low performer? You do have to let go of phrases like, it's faster if I do it. It's faster this time if you do it, but it's not down the road. It's stealing your time. So roles that support your exit are roles you need to be thinking about now. If you're going to walk out of the building to get to dinner, to take a vacation, to go to travel ball, all those things, then you need an employee that is AI driven, AI employee assistant to handle lead capture, follow up, FAQs, and answer the questions 1,000 times without rolling their eyes, and then books the people who are inbound. You need sales support. The qualification can happen through the AI, and depending upon your price point, sales can be closed with AI. What is the sales mechanism that is not you to hand off and close deals? You need a delivery manager that owns client outcomes and communications. If somebody comes to look at your business to buy it, they want to know what percentage of the clients know you by name. You need a number 2. That's somebody who's going to integrate your vision and make it all happen. They lead the execution and the team that does all of that for you. So the visionary, that's usually the founder, needs the integrator to make it all come to life. If the visionary is trying to be the integrator, probably everybody's going crazy. And integrators usually aren't all that visionary, so we don't get into the problem of them trying to be the visionary. You need some real marketing ability. That's somebody who's going to schedule content, repurpose your clips, manage your Google My Business, and repurposing that for social proof. Now that brings us to social media and Google My Business. That's all trust now plus value later. That's the equation there. Most businesses dismiss social media and say, I'm not an influencer. I fix X, Y, and Z. But here's the truth. Your Google My Business profile is the first impression in 80% of local searches. When people say, salon near me, if you're not managing your profile, you're not going to come up. A consistent social presence that's consistent across the platforms boosts trust now and leads to added value later. Buyers look at reviews, and do you respond? They look at recency of content, and they don't trust anything that has old reviews and nothing recent. At the end of the day, you need those things to be happening. You shouldn't be doing them, but you cannot discount what social presence will do for your ability to close leads faster at a higher price. Here are some signs that your team can't scale without you. They ask before every decision. You still approve either content or everything that gets purchased or done. You are the go-between for clients and delivery, and you avoid vacations because things fall apart. These are all signs you've built a bottleneck, not a business. If you can't leave, your life's going to fall apart and you're not going to have a sellable business later. So what can you change now so that later you can scale? Well, SOPs for the 10 most important things in your business so that anybody could take over. Identify 3 areas that AI could take over right now. And I have a webinar that has 3 ways you can stop leaking profit from your business. So you could sign up for that. It's live every week. You can use content templates and ChatGPT to create marketing and posting for you, but do not ignore the importance of your social presence. Set up, claim your Google My Business, and get those reviews happening and the responses to the reviews. And I'll talk all about why that's so important in the webinar, so sign up for that. I have a hiring tool that can help you start identifying the right people who can grow with you, or how to hire the people that you need to bring in to go to the next level and stay after you exit, whether that's exit to go home for dinner or whether that's exit to sell the business. You can book a brand and visibility audit. We will help you figure out, what does your presence look like? What does your brand look like? And where should you make some changes now? And always, you can take the changes assessment and find out where you're the bottleneck and what a buyer would see if they were going to look at your business right now to buy it. The best teams don't need a babysitter, and it is possible to have that. I think in the industry, they say, I want all A players. You have to define what that is. Those people exist. They need a playbook, not a micromanager. So let me help you build that together. As always, I'm so grateful that you're here today, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode. Please share this with somebody you know needs to hear it, or subscribe to the episode so you don't miss any juicy information. Thanks so much.